going to do it. Ryan Lochte is going to beat Michael Phelps in this event in the games, and Phelps might not even make the podium. I apologize. I got my lanes mixed up.
So what you're telling us is that you will not allow us access onto the territory. We understand that. We thank you for your time here today.
We are the authority of this territory.
Yes.
The province isn't.
We brought you an offering. We've left some water, some tobacco for you.
We've got clean water right there. That's what we drink, and that's pollution, the plastic that adds to the landfill. So you could pick your water because you don't want the
The movie really is amazing. My girls were completely engrossed by it when we were watching it, because it really does make you feel like you're inside this 11-year-old girl.
In a profoundly wholesome way.
Yes. Celebrates the 7th Texas Muslim Capital Day. We are honored. Thank you.
I proclaim the name of the Lord Jesus Christ over the capital of Texas. I stand against Islam and the false prophet Muhammad. Islam will never dominate the United States, and by the grace of God, it will not dominate Texas.
This case is to try to destroy the character of the individual so their voice is silenced. What I'm saying is this: in reference to my website, if there's inaccurate information on there that can easily be manipulated by other people, and it can be manipulated by hackers. People can do and say and do and create whatever they want to create.
Again, the website's host says there is no evidence of a hack.
I don't feel comfortable at all. This is not...
You also claim to be studying at the Anderson Theological Seminary.
Yes, I did.
Currently working on his Master of Theology and Pastoral Leadership, according to the church's website.
We called them, you're not enrolled there, and you enrolled in 2008 and never advanced.
Right, but you know how old this is? This has been updated. I think there's an updated profile on me that's on the website.
So is it old or is it tampered?
These are old information. This is extremely old information.
Seconds later.
This is thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming. You just take this.
Pastor Burns walked out, leaving us in his church.
The biggest fake news I've seen today is that Kent State invited you, a CNN reporter, to come preach ethics of journalism to a bunch of journalist students.
We can talk about my plans for the garden, you know what I mean? Like we go to B&Q, I was going to get some hostas and line the fence with it and shit like that. How about you put some cream cheese on that banana bread? That's how I feel about you.
Alveg klárlega, unga kynslóðin, þetta framtíðin og við höfum þetta sé bara mikið vöxt í þessari íþrótt og við höfum alltaf stutt við unga fólki í íþróttum og við erum bara mjög spennt að koma að golfinu.
About to do is roast off the back of the tires of our 2007 Z06 Corvette. It's going to be quite a smoky show. 8,000 mile first set. Gotta go. We're going to say goodbye to him, Jeff. I hope your footage is well. Let's see it. Let's see it. That was test one.
That was not the tires.
That was not the tires. What was it? I don't know. Much. Oh, it's back here, dude. It's coming up from the other side in the back. Watch it in the back.
off the camera.
Well, please step aside. I'm going in.
No, you're not going in.
Don't touch me.
You're not going in, sir.
Let the record show that you just battered me.
Step back.
And you're using... Stop, please. I'm not doing anything wrong. Hey, you know what? You guys are really overstepping your bounds right now.
Put the cuffs on him.
Put the cuffs on. What are you arresting me for?
Let me ask you a question. There's not an experiment that you could
Yes, there is an
have
experiment.
in the classroom that would say, here's Darwin's theory of evolution,
There
and
is
this
an
proves it without a
Yes,
shadow of a doubt.
I will tell you about that. They have done experiments with E. coli bacteria, and they have taken those E. coli and they have taken different containers of them and they froze them in time, so that
How long of time? How long?
They just froze them over generations, years.
Oh, okay.
But this is an experiment.
Okay.
And so then they let the E. coli that are in the different vials continue to evolve.
Okay.
And then they take this group and they freeze it. And then they take this group and they freeze it. And then you can take all of them over time and compare them. And you can see how the E. coli have changed over time and how they evolved. But what's really
They
interesting...
evolve into a person?
No, they
Okay, I'm just asking how to get there. I'm just trying to figure out how to get there. But go ahead. I mean, so they change.
Person.
I think that's what we're talking about on.
Oh, but that's not what we're talking about.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
We're
I'm just trying to
talking
find
about
out.
evolution.
Yeah, absolutely.
So these E.
How we
coli...
got here.
Like a young lady who likes to give lots of hugs and kisses out, do you? Hey? Hey?
Not really.
Not really. Not really. Can I have a hug and a kiss? I can't have one?
Mm-mm.
Even if I say and whisper in your ear that, Allison, you're gonna win the show? I still can't have a hug and a kiss? Well, I guess you can't win the show then. If I don't get a hug and a kiss. Yeah, you hear that? Yeah, you hear that? That's a good answer. Oh, you...
In my time here, I thought I'd heard everything. Then Jeff delivered an incredible revelation about his dad, the Messiah.
God came down on Michael and forced him to consummate with Christiana. I mean, it was a terrible, strange act of God. He did an astonishing thing that I was astonished, and so was Michael.
Michael had made no mention of sleeping with his son's wife. And I got the feeling this was a story I wasn't supposed to hear. And when Michael found out I knew, he asked me for an opportunity to explain just how God had made it happen.
I stood up like this, and suddenly I was forced down on the floor, and I had to get down. I was down just about like this, and I was in pain, and all I could do was groan. All I could do was kind of rock. And I started seeing that the consummation with Christiana was imminent, and I was going to be, I was going to have to do that.
I was just laying awake and I was thinking about coming over here. And I said to Father, I said, when I go over there, if Michael invites me in, I will ask for the consummation tonight.
So was it just a single occasion, this literal physical consummation?
No, it wasn't.
But you consummated more than once?
Yes, yes. Yes.
Why is it necessary to consummate more than once?